Hey y'all. Y'all, we back with another reaction, honey. Now look, y'all. This officer, he's an Atlanta police officer. Now at the particular time, he was in Midtown, uh, in Atlanta, at a bar. He was off duty at the time, and he was into altercation with someone at the bar. Somebody who works at the bar, and they want to know, he the same officer that arrested another guy, but he hasn't been arrested himself. So we, as police officer, has to make responsibility. The chief has to make a responsibility and a decision to make it be a reasonable decision to punish him if that's the case. Now, this is the second time he been in a situation like this, altercation. So I want you to use your own judgment. You know how I am. I'm not biased or nothing like that. I want you to use your own judgment. Do you think that he should? What kind of punishment should they pursue on him? So take a listen to this now. And the biggest question is, why this off-duty officer wasn't arrested, okay, for uh being in an altercation with a person at the bar, okay?
Confirmed the officer is Garrett Rolfe, the same officer who shot and killed Rayshard Brooks at a Wendy's back in 2020. Now, his charges in that shooting eventually dropped and his status as a police officer reinstated.
Police arrested the bar employee involved in this weekend's fight, but Rolfe walked away free. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live now from 10 on Piedmont Avenue, where this fight happened. So, Cody, you spoke with 10's
So
owner tonight.
they locked the bartender up and not him.
Arrested.
That's right, Jennifer and Ron. I spoke to James Nelson, who owns 10 here behind me, and he tells me this all started over a drink. It ended with one of his employees in cuffs, and the officer who threw those punches allowed to walk away. Now, this all unfolded Saturday morning just after 1 a.m. Nelson says Rolfe and another man walked into 10, where they ordered 2 drinks from one of his female bartenders. When one of them questioned the bartender over the price, things got heated. Nelson says at one point the men pulled out their phones, videoing the bartender. He says Rolfe made it clear several times he was an Atlanta police officer. The female bartender then called over a male employee who works the door in the patio. The 3 men then went outside. Nelson says Rolfe punched his employee several times. The employee hit back. APD was called. Officers decided to arrest the employee. Rolfe allowed to walk away. Nelson says he, along with witnesses he spoke to, are questioning APD's response that night, who they decided to charge and who they didn't. We did speak to attorney Gerald Griggs tonight. He's also the president of Georgia's NAACP, who says he's watching closely how this investigation plays out.
And everybody's presumed to be innocent, and we understand that these are mere allegations, but they're very disturbing as they involve an allegation of another assault against an African American. The message should be there should be zero tolerance on the Atlanta Police Department, police force. My hope is this will be thoroughly investigated and they get to the bottom of it. And if it's an issue that requires accountability, he should be held accountable.
Now, Nelson told me over the phone he does not believe his employee was in the wrong and has an attorney, and they will be pursuing all avenues. Now, tonight, APD says Officer Rolfe is on paid administrative leave as an internal investigation is underway into what happened here early Saturday morning. Now, tonight, Nelson is out of town, but we do expect to hear more from him when he gets back to Atlanta later this week. Live in Midtown.